Hi, dear friends. We were discussing on module number 6B, putting data to effective use, a great challenge, by Dr. Satish K. Tripathi, who is an eminent scholar in the field of computer and worked as a scholarly personality in various universities and colleges. He received various awards also, and we were discussing about his speech he delivered in IIT Kanpur. Almost half his speech we have seen in detail, line by line. We are going to see now the remaining part of his speech today. Data science is increasingly playing a critical role as a research tool. For example, in astronomy, it is helping to identify new stars and galaxies. In material science, the field of big data analytics is helping to design new materials that are transforming how people live and would around the world. We have seen up to this. In the next para, what Satish Tripathi says is, and data science is having a profound impact on the health science. If there is a multiple types of information available on the portal or a site, that will be definitely helpful to the health science also. Just as one example, a recent article in New York Times reports that Microsoft scientists have demonstrated early diagnosis of pancreatic cancer by analyzing search engine queries. So this is a shocking kind of a discovery. If there is a pancreatic cancer, the stomach cancer that is, by analyzing search engine queries, they can identify in the earlier stage of that cancer very easily. And how that can be identified, they demonstrated. They means Microsoft engineers or scientists. You will be a critical part of the talent pool needed to navigate the big data landscape effectively and to provide the analytical skills to harness it fully across many fields. So there are many chances to navigate the big data landscape effectively. But you must have the skill of analysis also. You can easily swim in many fields with the help of these skills. The amount of new technical information is doubling every 2 years. This is the rapid ratio of technical information, which means that keeping the curriculum relevant and timely is a great challenge in every field. What we learn today are traditional and ancestral topics we are learning in our syllabus. If I say about English, we are learning Shakespeare's plays, which were written in the 16th century. We are now in the 21st century. since last 500 years we have been or we have been continuously learning the Shakespeare. No doubt that will be helpful and that are helpful in understanding human nature properly. But this is not sufficient. You should invent new topics and new subjects to learn in this 21st century. What kind of language you are required, you must understand first. So, according to the situation, changing of syllabus or curriculum is a great challenge, especially the STEM fields. This is not to say what you learned in your first years here at IIT Kanpur is already obsolete, but it does mean that even more than what you have learned, how you learn and approach problems is incredibly important. What Dr. Tripathi says, that it is also equally important what you have learned in this institution, IIT institution Kanpur. But it is even more important than what you have learned that how you learn and approach problems, how you learn and approach problems. So identifying a problem and approach to the problem is another skill that each and every person must have. And the expertise you have gained here at IIT Kanpur has prepared you well to be nimble in the face of rapid changes. There are many expertise in this IIT Kanpur, and that they all of them are able to uh, nimble in the face of rapid changes. There are continuous changes going on, and all these expertise of this institute will teach you how to face the problems or the changes. First, in an increasingly global world, your ability to make connections, to engage with and learn from diverse perspectives will be key to your success. And your education at IIT Kanpur, a global leader in higher education, has prepared you well for this. So this is the basic quality or ability or qualification you have, that you have already learned here in IIT Kanpur. And you also know how you should develop your abilities to make connections, to engage with them and learn from diverse perspectives. So all these qualities you have already in this increasingly global world. Secondly, in an increasingly information driven world, analytical talents like yours will be in great demand. There is a great demand in the world of the resources like you. Many of the fields in greatest demand today did not exist even a few years ago. There are many fields now emerged newly in the world that were not existed in previous life of the people. Cloud computing, This is one field. Social media, another field. Big data analytics is a field that is not yet touched by the scholars. So, to compete and contribute meaningfully as an educated citizen in this global world, you need to be prepared not just to lead in your field of expertise, you need to be ready to lead in fields that don't yet exist. You should not work where only where you are required in these fields, but you should think about the fields which are not yet existed in the world. In the field of computer, there are many unexisted fields that can be invented by you. As a globally recognized Center for Information and Excellence, IIT Kanpur has been preparing you to do just that. What IIT Kanpur is doing is briefly said by Dr. Tripathi here. To face the new challenges in various fields which are existed and which are yet to be existed, IIT Kanpur is trying to prepare their students in this way. These are lessons for a rapidly changing world and an predictable future that will be unrecognizable. Future is unpredictable in the field of information and technology. Before 20 to 25 years ago, we did not know about mobile and or cell phones. Before 50 years ago, there were no sign of telecommunication or television. Even more before than that, you even did not know about various means of transportations. So you cannot predict what will happen in the future. These are lessons for the rapidly changing world. These are the lessons. And an unpredictable future that will be unrecognizable. What will be in the future you can't recognize now. In so many ways from our past. Yet at the same time, these lessons about the value of staying flexible and nimble, the importance of learning from multiple perspectives, and the willingness to take risks have held true across many generations of change and evolution. You must have multiple perspectives, attitudes, opinions, thoughts, and you must have willingness to take risk. Unless and until you have these qualities, you cannot face the future. There can be or there may be drastic change in the next 20 to 25 years in the field of information and technology. If you want to enlighten the future generation, you have to do concrete work or valuable contribution during your lifetime. so that new generation will definitely be happy in their future. So we will see the remaining part of the extract afterwards. Thank you.